And we are live. Hello, Stackers. And welcome to the Stackers Gathering. Thanks for everyone for coming by here. And a special thank you to Salivate Meadow for sending people from his show to over here. I do greatly appreciate that, brother. So we're going to go ahead and get the show on the road here. We will see you here in just a couple of minutes. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Maybe my computer will cooperate today. Here we go. Good evening, Stackers. Hello. Good evening and welcome to a Stackers Gathering Friday edition. How is everyone doing this evening? And it's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. Of course, some people have to work tomorrow at 4 a.m. I'm sorry to hear that, Still Ringer.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. I know.
Yeah. Hey, just so everyone knows, somewhere in northern Georgia, HVAC Residential Basics is fishing with his buddy Richard Williams, who's also on the YouTube here. So I don't know if he's going to be popping in or not. He said where he's fishing at, there is no signal, so we'll see if he comes in. If not, that's all right. He's getting some. Well, I don't know what the weather is in northern Georgia, but it sucks in southern Indiana, so I don't know if he's enjoying himself or not.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got to be. Holding the pole, it can be raining and still be fun.
Yeah, I suppose that is the case. You know, some die-hard fishermen are definitely out there. Not me.
If you're listening, HVAC, we could use a couple of those trout here in Indiana. You know, you could just swing them by. You know,
take the long way home.
Yeah, I'll take one.
How's it going, Still?
Oh, good. How are you?
Well, I am playing with my stuff over here. Not my balls, Donald. Just my stuff. I am. I guess I need to clarify. I picked up a new system. However, it's a new system. That's my old system. As you all know, I'm pretty sure everyone who's out here knows. And I am an IT guy, so I got a little bit of geek in me. I'm not a total geek out, but I got a little bit of geek in me. And my Windows computer, or my Windows side of this computer, sucks. And that's basically how the Stackers Gathering and the shows that you all see every Thursday and on during Silver Stacker Bingo. I drive that through a Windows-based operating system, and it sucks. I think that may be part of the problems we've been having problems with our shows breaking up and lagging and stuff. So I decided to go back to old school, and I took my computer and I installed Linux onto it because I am a Linux guy. I installed Linux beside Windows, so now I'm actually working on. That's what you guys who were on the test stream a bit ago, that's what you guys saw, was the Linux computer doing what this computer currently does in Windows. But I'm not 100% there yet. I'm having an issue with that operating system picking up the microphone here, so I'm still working on it. But for the most part, it's a whole hell lot stable than this.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, well, for example, I shut down my Linux side of the computer and I fired up the Windows side. And of course, it takes 3 times longer than Linux because that's just how Linux is. Linux is better, period. Of course, you got to be a little bit technically inclined, a little bit of geek in you to really appreciate it.
Yeah. Understand what's going on.
Yep. So that's what I've been doing all afternoon long. Had to get out early at work today for a dentist appointment, which was just a general clean, so it didn't take too long, didn't hurt too bad. So no numbing medicine this time, so we're all good there. That will be next year when the new year rolls over and the insurance resets, because I have to get a crown.
Oh yeah.
I get a
love
crown.
those.
Yeah, I get a crown upper left side of my mouth after everything resets on the insurance. So I'm not looking forward to that. But I've done other crowns in the past, so it's not that bad. But it's just the fact that I guess as you get older, your teeth get worse.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So
well, at least if it's just a crown, it's not too bad. If you have to get into like a root canal and then a crown on top of it, those get really bad.
I've had one of those too.
Yeah.
Yep. Had a root canal, lower right hand side a couple years back. That wasn't too bad either. Everyone talks about how a root canal feels like they're drilling into your head. It wasn't that bad. I told the dentist, I said, I don't care, I don't mind you guys doing what you're doing. Just numb the hell out of me. I don't want to feel a damn thing, and they did exactly that. So that root canal wasn't too bad.
Yeah, mine wasn't too bad either, actually, except for the part I had to go back where they didn't get it all out. Yeah.
You missed a piece.
Yeah, they missed a whole root.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, and then they had to drill through a crown to do it.
Yeah.
So not only did I have to go back twice, then I had to get that crown taken off and get a new crown put on. So that was no fun.
So did it cost you extra, or did they eat the cost because they screwed up? Because I've been.
I don't think they did. I don't think they charged me extra. I don't believe, but that was probably 20 years ago, so I don't remember.
Yeah, but yeah, that's like, I'm not the one, or I'm the one that's in the chair, and you guys screwed up once. Fix it right, and I don't want to come back for another couple of years, for something like this. Hopefully never, but how that goes.
Right. Brush your teeth, everybody. Brush the heck out of your teeth.
Yep. Hygiene is key. Hello, Donald in New Mexico. Good to see you. And Maria, hello, my dear. Navistar, good to see you. Welcome. And Demo, welcome. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate that. Same to you, Maria. I know you just did last week, I believe was. And I believe Navistar also subscribed this past week. So thank you all for your support.
Yeah, very cool. You're getting up there a little more now this week.
Yeah, I am currently at 551. 551.
Awesome. Getting up there.
Yep, slowly but surely. And as I have always said, I'm not driving the numbers just to get monetized. I'm just driving the numbers to achieve that goal. You know, at least I can say that right now. Now, in the future, will that change? I don't know. I just don't feel like there's the need for me to do it. right as Stream Element says, give me some money.
Yeah.
But that, what's funny about that, and I guess I really need to clarify that, is even though I do ask for donations, be it donations through the links that you see on the chat here and on the channel show page here, and I ask for either cash or shinies, whichever. What the cash side of things, everything that gets donated into this channel goes right back out to the community, because I don't have really any super need to make any profit. That's not what this show is about. This show has never been about making a profit. It's always been about providing entertainment, providing a place for everyone to get together and just hang out and shoot the shit. So that's what this place is about. So yeah, I ask for tips and I ask for shinies and donations and stuff. And of course, people who win their giveaways on the show, they get, that's what these guys are now. And people who win the giveaways and stuff like that, you can either have the winnings and I'll mail them to you, or if you want to donate them to the Mega God Box, which is this guy right here, that's what they're there for. So it's all about giving back to the community that that I greatly appreciate and have a very fond, I guess, lack for a better word, love for the community out here. So that is where I stand from it. Hey, Salivate Mel, we're getting a Salivation Nation raid.
Awesome.
Thanks for everyone coming by here. Hello, Squirrel Angel. How are you doing, Mrs. Coin Crew and Barbara? Good to see you. And Sal, thank you for your support over there on your show earlier. Do appreciate that. Yeah, I decided last evening to cancel the show in observance of Veterans Day, and then I just happened to find out afterwards that Salivate Mail was doing that special charity event on his show Thursday last night, 6 p.m. For Silver Hustler 13. So that actually worked out really well. I was able to give up my spot, technically, or unquote my spot, to Salivate Mail so he could do his special event. So that worked out pretty good. That was a good thing.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Hello,
hey,
Love Button.
Good to see you.
Hello, Love Button and TV Viewerski. Good to see you. And James Bernard, hello. Good to see you. Welcome. And HoosierStacker, hello. The raid is on. Thank you very much, everyone. And Cyber Curtain Twitcher, thank you, everyone, one and all, for coming by here. And thank you, HoosierStacker, for subscribing. Smash that thumb, everyone, if you would be so kind. I do appreciate that. And try again. Good to see you. It's the Silver Referee, my friend. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well. And again, once again, Sal, thank you very much for your support and sending people over here. And I'm glad to see that you were able to raise $410 last evening for Silver Hustler, Hustling 13. That's very, very cool.
Oh yeah, very nice. It's awesome.
So yeah, that's always and that is what really inspires me to do what I do for this community. What I do for the show is to put out there what what we can do as a community and what the love and the generosity that's out there. And yes, there's always going to be a bad apple. That's just how it goes. But for the most part, 98% of the time, we got a lot of good people out here, except for Donald, who likes me to spin my balls.
Donald. Yeah, you can't let one bad apple ruin the bunch. That's for sure.
Now, I can't one bad apple ruin it, but then there's Love Button, and then there's Barbara.
Oh my God, yes. Can't get much better than that, can you?
Yep. Now, what would be the awesome quadro would be if Terry showed up. Then it's just all hell breaks loose at that point.
We'd be in trouble then. Now look at there. TV said he's actually Donald in Minnesota. So now we got Donald in New Mexico and Donald in Minnesota.
Donald in Minnesota. Good to see you, Donald in Minnesota, and as well Donald in New Mexico.
Welcome, Donalds.
And we'll see if Terry sneaks on here in a bit or not. Hello, Rocky Superstar. Good to see ya.
Wow, Angel. Wow.
Wow, Angel. Wow. This is a Sal's raid. That's right, Rocky. Thanks, everyone, for coming over here and hanging out here for just a little bit. Do appreciate your support. And as I said a bit ago, this actually worked out quite well because I postponed last night's show, which I always have 6 p.m. Eastern time. I always have this show on 6 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays, and I decided to move that show back to tonight, 7 p.m. In observance of Veterans Day. That plus Mrs. Hoosier wanted to do stuff, but of course, it was about the veterans anyway. That's what takes precedence. So when I told her I was canceling the show for Veterans Day, she's like, "Good, because we're going to do stuff." I'm like, "All right, we're going to go do stuff," and we did. But it was for the veterans, and of course, the real good timing about that situation is, I moved this show to tonight, and Sal had his special show last night at 6 o'clock, which I had no idea. So it was really good to be able to send everyone who would normally come onto the show on Thursday evenings over to Sal's to help out Silver Hustling 13. So that worked out really well.
Yeah, well, most important thing was to enjoy the day and the freedoms provided to us by the veterans that served our country.
Absolutely.
However we can.
Thank you for your services, for anyone who has, anyone who is, and anyone who will be serving and providing your services to this country. We thank you one and all for your service.
Yep, absolutely. We wouldn't be here without it.
That's right. And Love Button HVAC is actually in the bottom of he's somewhere in northern Georgia. He is actually fishing with Richard Williams, who just joined this channel 2 weeks ago, I believe, something like that. So he's actually fishing this evening. He's somewhere in northern Georgia getting, I don't know about the weather there, but in southern Indiana, the weather sucks tonight. So I don't know if he's got that weather or not, but he is enjoying some time with a good friend of his and they went fishing. They gone fishing for the weekend. So
sounds like fun.
I told him that we can run this without him, and told me to take a hike.
Oh, yeah. He's probably trying to listen right now.
I'm wondering if he's trying to sneak in here, because he said he wasn't going to have a signal where he was. So we'll see. We'll see if he sneaks in here or not. Hey, Clonk Second. No, you don't have to wear a mask. If you want to wear a mask, that's your discretion. Just maintain that six foot rule. Excuse me. And Heather, good to see you, my dear. Welcome. And Golden Maple, welcome. Good to see ya. So yeah, love. HVAC is gone fishing this evening and for this weekend. So we get to entertain you for a little bit here, and we're not going to be on her too late this evening. Stillringer's got to work in the morning, and I've been tinkering around with this new system I got for news being a different operating system on my studio computer that I'm working out the bugs on, switching everything over from my Windows-based computer to a Linux-based computer, which is a whole heck of a lot better. Hey, Mark B, good to see you, and thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that, my friend. And Chad Brockman, good to see you. My Chad Brockman was my 10th ounce gold winner on Tupac's 1000K show a couple months back.
Oh wow, very nice.
Yep. Who was it? Maxwell Silverhammer was donating. He donated a 10 ounce silver bar. And I'm like, when are you going? What are you planning on using? When are you planning on giving away the bar? And they told me, it's like, I got an idea. So I got into my stack and I pulled out a 10th ounce gold American Silver Eagle. I said, here, put this to another giveaway, in a stream type of giveaway. And you could hear a pin drop when I did that because they were not expecting it, which is cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Very cool. And that's actually part of what I'm planning on doing, everyone who's out here. I am working with trying to get a mega event going once I reach 700 subscribers. And what the mega event is, it will involve gold. 10th ounce golds in particular. It will involve gold. And the mega event is basically we are going to chase the sun starting somewhere. I'm thinking we go and it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern time, or 7 p.m. in each time zone. So wherever we decide to start, let's say for example, let's say for example, 1 hour before, 1 hour UTC, or what is it? Like Eastern Europe. Say for example, which would be 1 p.m. Eastern time, it'd be 7 p.m. their time. We do a 7 p.m. show in each time zone. Now, of course, we're not going to repeat the 24 hours, but as each time zone rolls out, we're going to say welcome to a global Stackers gathering, not international, because we got plenty of people all the time here on the channel anyway, between Canada and Australia, and sometimes Japan, sometimes South America. But we're going to do a global international Stackers show, a very long show, and depending on what time zone I decide to start in, what brought this to what brought this to remind me of this was a Cyber Curtain Twitcher. I'm going to make sure that I can get him on a 7 p.m. time slot in his time zone. So that would be like 3 p.m. No, it's 2 p.m. Eastern. It's 7 p.m. over there in the UK. So the intent is 7 p.m. on each time zone. We're going to we're not going to restart the show entirely, but we're just going to say, welcome to the Global International Stackers Gathering, and glad you could join us. And basically we're going to chase the sun for probably, I'm guessing, 30 hours. Yeah, and have a good night, by the way, Cyber Curtain Twitcher. He said he's getting off of here. What? It's Friday. All right, it's Saturday over there. What's up with that? It's prime time, CCT. All right, buddy. You have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon. I'm sure we'll see you Sunday night on Sal's show. So have a good weekend, my friend.
Let's see. Yeah, it said it's Saturday already, so it must be early for him. I bet he's probably already tired.
It's like what is it, 1 a.m. over there right now, or 12 a.m. A little after 12. Yeah, it's a little over 12 a.m. because my computer's got universal time on it for some reason right now.
12:25, yeah.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep. So yeah, that's definitely something that I've been working on for probably 6 months now, but I've been keeping it somewhat under wraps because I want to get more detail in place, and that's one of the reasons why I've started to get more involved in stuff that's going to be more entertaining. So, I got the Mega God box, and I got HoosierStacker bingo, and now I have 2 decks of cards, and I got 5 dice, or 5 die. So, I have other plans in the works, but I'm also willing and able for anyone that's got any ideas to help entertain this fine community. I am looking for any suggestions. So if y'all have any suggestions, you can always email me, or we can, you can come up here on the chat on the panel here, and we can talk about any ideas that you think would be good for the community. I would like to be able to find something that will allow a lot of audience participation, but it's like playing cards. You're going to be limited to just a few people. Same goes for rolling dice. But I'm trying to find something that's going to be entertaining for everyone. Hey Ozzy, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. And the Patriot, good to see you. And Richard Metcalf, good to see you. How's it doing? How you going? And Silver Oceans. A lot of good people out here. Thanks for coming by. Thank you, Style, for the raid. Smash that thumb. And while you're at it, still put your channel link into the chat, and so we can get people to go over there and smash your thumb too while we're at it.
All right, let me grab it.
Grab your links. I want everyone to go over there, Still Ringer's channel tonight. And once he posts that link and smash his thumb, you'll get 22 people. You'll get 22 smashes if we're lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do much, but I do have a couple of 21 peace dollars sitting here staring me in the face. I need to make a video about still. As soon as I get some time, I guess, right?
What peace dollars are you referring to as I look at your screen?
Oh, he's right here.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, they're sitting here waiting on me. I just have failed to get it done yet, I guess.
Waiting on you to give them back to someone out here in the community. Is that what you're saying?
Not the only two I have. No. I'm going to try to do a video on them, just a little short one like I do, nothing spectacular, nothing like that. Just how I see them,
Yeah. There is Still Ringer's channel link there. Everyone go smash that button, or go smash his thumb for me. I would appreciate it. He would as well. Show him your love. And then you can always come on back over here if you so choose. Definitely show the love. Squirrel, or sorry, Angel. Mrs. Coin Crew has already smashed your thumb.
Thanks, Angel. Smash it pretty often.
Not the same type of smash that you're referring to.
No.
Yours type of smash actually hurts.
Yeah. It does.
Hey, Gypsy Wolves, good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for coming by.
So you're looking at doing some different types of games, you say, eh?
Yep. So I'm looking at starting with 2 decks of cards, one red, one blue. Who out here remembers the game Card Sharks from the early 1980s, late 70s? Put a 1 into the chat if you remember the game, game show Card Sharks. Had I can't remember the main time game show host used to come in and out of there. I can't remember their names anymore, but it was a card high-low game involving 2 contestants. And hey, Texas Joe, good to see you. So I'm looking at doing something with these 2 decks of cards. I'm actually going to change it up a little bit. Who out here remembers during the same era the TV game show Press Your Luck? I guess it wouldn't be that early, maybe in the mid to late 80s. Press Your Luck. Who remembers Press Your Luck from that era? Mid to late 80s, I believe.
Press Your Luck, huh? I think I vaguely remember that, yeah.
Yep. Sheila remembers. Say hi, Sheila. Good to see you. Welcome. Try solitaire. I hear you, Donald. Early 80s for Press Your Luck. Okay, I thought it was later than the early 80s. I thought it was like mid to late 80s, Sheila. Okay. So yeah, so we're looking at doing a little bit of mix. That's right, Angel. No whammies, big bucks. Stop. That's right. So what I'm planning on doing with these cards here is we're going to mix it up. We're going to have I'm going to call this silver card sharks, or maybe silver sharks, or silver something sharks, silver card sharks, with a little bit of whammy in it. So I'm planning on doing, and you guys tell me what you think about this. What I'm planning on doing is I got 2 decks of cards for 2 players that I can play concurrently. And I also picked up 2 more decks of cards. 1 blue, 1 red. And I'm going to pick up some black spray paint, and I'm going to take, I don't know, maybe 10 of these cards here, spray paint the face of them black, so when you're playing and the card's face down when you're playing, and if you turn over the card and the card is black, say this card was spray painted black, this card is black, you basically lose everything that you have gained except for like a dime. And so, you know, the card sharks, HVAC and I were looking over it a couple of nights ago, and this was after you had to hit the bed there still because you had to get up early. So we were looking at it a little bit, and basically what we were thinking about doing is we're thinking about taking silver dimes, and for each card that you win on, say, you know, obviously you don't see that card. I got too much stuff on my desk here. So say, for example, you know, someone's playing the red deck and I turn over an ace, and the next question is, is the next card higher or lower? Now, obviously it's going to be lower because it's an ace, right? Now I haven't shuffled the red card, so let me dig through them real quick here. So, you know, I bring up an ace and I ask, do you want to go higher or lower? And you make a wager of the dimes that you have won. Like, so for example, you know, you start off with a dime, and say this ace is also a dime. So you say, hey, I want to wager my dime for this next card, which will also be worth a dime. And if I turn over an ace, you'll get the next card. And you'll say higher or lower. Obviously, you're going to say lower. Boom, boom. You get a 2. So you're going to win the dime that you started with, the dime that you earned here, and the dime that you earned here on the number 2. And then we'll just continue doing that until we do 10 cards, which I believe works out to be about $1.60, I think, and face value dimes, which is pretty significant. So yeah, basically an ounce of constitutional silver for playing cards. What if the cards are? Oh yeah, that's a good question, Oceans. If the cards are equal, you actually lose that. You actually lose that card. You actually have to fall back to the previous card. So, say for example, you have 30 cents, and you put 30 cents down for the next card, and the card that's facing you, and the next card that you turn over is the same card, then you lose that dime, or you actually lose that 30 cents. So, you know, you could have up to like I said, you could have almost, well, I'm pretty sure I think it was $1.60. So you can have up to $1.60 face value of dimes at the very end of the game. But if you wager all of it and you turn the wrong card, then you lose all of it. Or, as I said earlier, I'm going to spray paint black 10 cards in each deck. And if I turn over a black card, you lose everything. You have to start back over with a dime.
Yeah. You know, I can see that being used, you know, maybe like also for middle stream or something early to, you know, you roll a bingo number out, and if pick who's in somebody out of the chat, and then they get to play a game like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like even in between bingo or something or else, you know?
So if you guys Google or YouTube even card sharks, you'll find the videos out there from that era. So from what I can tell, from what I can remember from watching the show and remembering how the games used to be played, you have 3 cards. So you have, and I still haven't figured out how we choose who is going to play. I don't know if maybe we do a comment picker for anyone who wants to play. Put a comment into a previous video, and then if your name gets picked, then you get to play, or if we just do pick a number or something like that. So I'm not going to use the bingo balls to find the players. So we could do like a comment picker, or we can do like a wheel of names or something like that for everyone who's on the show currently. And if you want to play, you have to come up to the panel, which may turn some people off. I hope not, but you have to come up to the panel. We'll probably allow them to not come up to the panel because not everyone wants to come up to a panel. I understand that. So we can still play the game with just chat, but it's going to be a little bit slower because of lag and all that.
Right. Yeah, it'd be an option they could if they wanted. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Yep. So we're looking at how to, if the original game shows used to be, they would ask a question, a survey question. They had a survey of X number of people. Hey, Viscano, good to see you. They had a survey for about 100 people, and they asked the question, blah 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 blah. And out of that 100 people, how many people chose, how many people chose this answer? And then the 2 contestants, the first contestant would say, well, I'm going to say it's this number. And then the next contestant says, no, I think it's going to be either higher or lower. And whoever wins that question. So basically, if the person that goes higher and the number turns out to be higher, then that person gets to play. Or if the number is lower, and then the first contestant gets to play. But that seems a little complicated for online, so we're going to have to do it differently here.
Yeah.
See, Heather says to pull a contestant is just a stream guess. All right. Just looking through a chat here. Oh yeah,
especially on Melon, because I was even having problems with Melon on my phone. I couldn't get it to allow my mic or the video.
Did you ever figure that out, or just did it fix itself?
No, that was on my phone. So my computer is fine, just for whatever reason on my phone. And I got with customer service or whatever, tech support, if you will, and they asked me some questions, but I'm still kind of going back and forth with them.
All right. So it's definitely something with the phone then?
Yeah, for whatever reason, it just wouldn't allow the mic and video, and it's got a button on there that says click here to troubleshoot, and it'll take you to allow, them, but it didn't. It just took me to sending an email to tech support.
Okay. Hey, Strong Man, good to see you. Welcome. And Brown Dog Prospecting, good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for smashing that thumb, and thanks for subscribing, everyone. I do appreciate it. Make sure you go over there and Steel Ringer's channel and smash his thumb too. Show some love.
Richard said he's gonna miss bingo.
Oh no. Well, first Saturday every month there, Richard. So if you're missing it December, the first Saturday in January is January 1st. I don't know if we're going to do it on January 1st or not. We could ask you guys out here. What do you think? Do you want to do Silver Stacker Bingo on January 1st, or should we postpone it to the following Saturday? Let us know. Just put something into the chat, because we're sort of trying to get an idea. We're trying to get an idea on what we want to do for January's game. So this is a real poke round. Yes, you are on the right channel, Barbara. So let's say for let's say for example we have these 2 contestants. So this contestant right here is in the blue deck. They get a chance to play. However, we decide who wants to play. We'll figure that out later. Anyways, we get a contestant that's up and ready to play. So I draw out 3 cards face down, and of course each card is worth 1 dime, as you see here. So the first, and you always start with a dime. You will leave with no less than a dime. I'll say that, because if you bankrupt yourself by putting all your money down and you lose the card that you're betting on, you'll lose all the shinies except for your original dime. Or if you hit a black card, same thing. You'll lose all your dime. You'll lose all your winnings except for your first dime. So contestant comes up and they say they win. So I'm going to give them the first card face up, which is a 6, which is never a good card. And still want to use you as a guinea pig here. So So obviously you only have one dime on the 6, so and the question at this time will be for you still rearing, do you think the next card is higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher? So if it's higher, you get 2 dimes. If it's lower, then you're back to 1 dime.
Yep.
Lower. You lose that dime.
Oh, man.
So, and then I reset, put the next card down. And actually, you know what? I take away this card and I put the next face card up. All right, now it's an 8. Higher or lower from an 8?
Oh man. I'm going to say lower, but watch it be higher. That's just how my luck is.
Yeah. All right, so we turn over a card. Oh, it's lower, so you get 2 dimes back. You get 2 dimes back. So now you have 2 dimes. Now the question becomes, how much do you want to wager, which will be in 10-cent increments, or dime increments, by the way. It makes life easier for me.
Yeah. All right. So the way these cards are going, I'd say 2 dimes, and it's going to be lower.
2 dimes, and it's going to be lower. All right. I'll turn over next card. Oh, very good. Now you have 3 dimes.
Oh, man.
And then the next card after that. And how much do you want to wager?
Let's say all 3 and higher.
All 3 and higher. So you're going to go over. You're going to get 40 cents if the card is higher, which barely.
Wow, look at that.
So we go that route. So we have 3 rounds of that. Now, what could happen is, if we have 2 players, say you go the wrong direction, the other player actually gets a chance to do their deck or do their hand.
Yeah.
So the same thing applies, but they have to wait for you to basically lose your hand if you called a higher and it turned out to be lower type of thing.
Right. Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that's that. But it will be. I don't have enough desktop space to show it, but it will be 3 tiers. So you have 3 more cards. Same situation, but now the 40 cents that you have earned comes up here. So now you have 40 cents to wager, and your card that you go and wager against is a queen. So now the question is, how much do you want to wager for the next card, and is the next card higher or lower?
Right. Yeah. So if I say I got 4 now, if I want to wager 2, that means I get to keep the 2 that I'm not wagering.
Right.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
put
so let's do
2 aside.
and I believe it's going to be lower.
Lower than the queen. Yep. So now you have your 2 cents, or your 2 dimes, plus the dime that you just earned for hitting this card. So let's use this dime over here as an example. So now you have 30 cents plus the 20 cents that you put back. So now you have 50 cents to wager.
Uh-huh.
So now the next question, do you want to go higher and lower, and how much do you want to wager of your 50 cents?
All right. So if I just wager one of those dimes.
Yep. So you put 40 cents back, and you're going to wager 1 dime for a 9. Higher or lower?
I'm going to say lower.
Lower than a 9? No. You just lost a dime, but it's just a dime. You still have your 40 cents.
Yep.
So now
if I would have put 4, if I would have wagered 4, what would happen? I just lose
if
the
you
4?
If you wagered 4, you would have lost 40 cents, and you've been back to a dime.
Yeah.
But instead, you only wagered a dime, so you only lost a dime, so you still have 40 cents.
So is there any upside to wagering more? If I would have wagered more and won, get an extra?
No, there's no upside to it.
Oh, okay.
Now what? So now that you had lost this hand because it went the wrong direction for you, I pull back 2 cards and I reset. Now the next player at this point will have the opportunity to play their hands. and they go through the exact same process. You know, the red deck, you know, they have exact same layout, and they start with 10. You know, they start with 1 dime, and they go up to a point to where they either clear the board or they bankrupt themselves, or they go what happened with you, where they called high and the card turned out to be low.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Wait, no upside to wagering higher? Well, your wager is up to the amount of dimes that you have at that time. So at this point, as I counted this last couple nights ago, we're looking at, you get 40 cents in the first tier. If you get all 40 cents, then those 40 cents go up to the next tier with another dime. Yeah, it doesn't like go any higher from 1 dime. I mean, hell, I'm paying for it. But so we got the 1 dime here. So now you have 50 cents in the bank, and then you get to wager 50 cents across this level here. If you get all the way to the end with your 50 cents, then you actually have 50, 60, 70, 80 cents at the end of this level, and then the last level, you can wager your 8 dimes at the last level. And if you go high and the card is high, you win basically your wager. Now I'm thinking about, and I haven't really played with the idea yet, I'm thinking about maybe, as Texas Joe and as you mentioned, maybe taking whatever's earned on a level and doubling it to the next level. So for example, you win 40 cents on this level, I double it, and now you have 80 cents on the next level.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, other than that, you're playing for each one. Every time you get one right, you get a dime, you know, and you can keep that dime. You just keep going with 1. So every one, you're just getting an extra dime. And then if you do make it to the second one like that, yeah, you can double it and bet and get more, right? But you're going to lose more too.
Yep, there's always that risk. So yeah, you have it's one of those. It's definitely one of those things. And normally, if it's a low card, obviously you're going to have better odds getting a higher card. So you know, it's always whenever you get into the 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s range, that's when it starts getting a little sketchy. So you know, when you get into that range, that's when you want to step back and maybe not wager so much. Obviously, if you have like 40 cents and your next card is a 2, hell yeah, put it all down. But if you come up with a 7, you're like, oh, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to go a little bit smaller so I don't lose all my dimes. So the go here, and I'm using dimes because it's just easier with the desktop space. But the goal here is someone will win 1 ounce of constitutional. So $1.40. If you can complete all 3 tiers, you should get $1.60, I believe. And then if you get all 3 tiers and you get your $1.60, well, I'll give you a silver. I'll give you a 1 ounce silver something, either the constitutional that you just played or something else. So
yeah. Have a good night, Rocky Superstar. Thanks for stopping by.
Good night, Rocky. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. So yeah, that is a concept that I'm thinking about. I don't know if anyone out here has any. I'm looking through the chat here. I don't get, if you wager 3 dimes, you only gain a dime. Well, what do you get if you only wager 1 dime? So let's try this here, and this is why I want to put this out here to everyone to give me some suggestions from either in the audience or here with you still. So say for example, we have 3 cards. You start with a dime on the first card that's offered to you. Another thing that you can do, which I forgot about, you can actually change your card on the first card. So say for example, I turn over a 7, and the first card is a, well, that's not too bad. Let's say Hey, B squared. So let's say I turn over a card sorted in the middle. You're sort of iffy about that on your first up on your deck here.
First draw, yeah.
Yeah, first draw, and you have the option at that point to turn over your card. You get to turn over one card per level. All right. So 5 comes up. Oh, I don't like a 5. Give me a different card. 4. Well, all right. A little bit better. So now you have to make a decision, higher or lower. And you know, pretty good odds. I'm going to say the next card is high. So this card here is worth 10 cents. So you immediately wagered your 10 cents into, because obviously you can't go lower because you only have 10 cents. So the next card here, you're going to wager your dime for a chance of winning 20 cents. Hey, it's an 8. That's pretty good. Now, I mean, you can't change your card because you've already done it once in this hand here. So now the question becomes, okay, do I want to go higher and lower, and how much do I want to wager my 2 dimes? So let's say I'm going to go higher. So I'm going to go higher with 20 cents. So I'm going to bring my 20 cents over here. So I'm going to play for 30 cents for this card here. Card turns over. Ah, it's a 7. I just lost my all 3 dimes there, or I just lost my 2 dimes. I'm back down to the 1 dime. Now you have to start over. So now you have a 7. Now what also happens at this point is because the card was lower and you chose higher, now the other player gets a chance to do their cards at this point.
Oh, somebody else gets to do it.
Yep. It will always, the idea is to have 2 people playing at the same time, sort of competing back and forth, because sometimes you actually get to a point where you get to a certain point and you're like, oh, I don't like that card. You can also, I haven't figured this part out yet either, but you can also freeze your cards. So you have your 20 cents and you have an 8, but you don't want to wager anymore. You want to allow the other person to wager with the attempt. Basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to bust their bank. Who's going to come out with more money in the end? That's the trick. So sometimes it might actually be advantageous to freeze your hand and give the other person a chance to play their cards, because I see that love button. Because sometimes their cards could be in worse shape than your cards, and they could actually bust their bank, and then you get to play the last game. So
get any of their money then?
Nah, I haven't thought about that one yet.
All kind of stuff to think about. Huh?
Yeah. Ponzi scheme. So yeah, that's what I got in the works right now. So if you guys have any recommendations or suggestions, or check out those 2 game shows, because like I said, I'm going to have probably 10 cards spray painted black. And if you get that card anywhere on the table, you lose whatever you have and you start back at a dime. It's called a whammy from the Press Your Luck days. So check out those 2 game shows on YouTube. I'm sure I know there's videos out there. And then if you have any suggestions or recommendations to set up a new game for game night, we'll set up a regular game night. Say the second Saturday of the month, we'll do Silver Card Sharks, something like that. Yeah. So Richard says, what would happen if the card was higher and I wagered 2 dimes? Would I win 1 dime or 2? So if you let me reread that question. If the card was higher and I wagered 2 dimes, so if the card was high, so if you choose a higher number and the card turns over is a higher number, you get whatever you've already earned plus the next card's value, which would be a dime. Now what would happen is if you turn a card over, or you chose a higher number and then you turn over a low card, or I turn over a low card, then you lose that particular dime, but you keep. See, that's why we have to do this live, because it'll be better to understand it if we're live, because when you're wagering, say you have 30 cents on one card, the next card is what you're playing for is a 7, you're trying to figure out higher or lower, but you don't want to risk all your money. You only put down whatever. So say you have 30 cents. And the next card you're on the wager is a 7. You're like, ooh, I don't know if I want to use 30 cents on this next card. How about if I just put down a dime of the money that's in my bank? So I put a dime onto the table, which basically means you have 20 cents in the bank and you have a dime on the table to wager with, and then you turn over. You go higher, but I turn over a lower card. You lose that dime, but you keep your 20 cents. Does that make sense? Or is that what you're yeah, spin the ball is easier. Is that what you're thinking about, Richard?
Spin the bottle is easier.
It is. It is. Trying to figure out how we would spin a bottle for 200 people in chat, though.
Yeah. Oh man, had to get a wheel and just put a bottle on it. How's that?
Yeah, there you go.
Picture of a bottle on it instead of whatever your picture in the middle.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking at trying to do more on this channel to better entertain anyone that comes up here. We already have the HoosierStacker bingo, and I think that's doing pretty good. Still, what do you think?
Yeah, I think people seem to enjoy that. It's a fun time, right?
Yep, that seems to be doing pretty well. And then come January, we will be sometime in next year. We're going to introduce another game. So, because not only do I have these 4 decks of cards, 2 blue decks and 2 red decks, I also have these 5 dice here, these 5 die here. So,
yeah,
I was thinking about Yahtzee on that, but I have no idea how you'd be able to play Yahtzee online because everyone will have to roll out their own dice, and that doesn't sound like very much fun. So, don't know how. I don't think we're gonna be able to play Yahtzee online.
Wow, Love Button says she'll take off her thong, huh? I don't know about that. What's going on, Love? So I think, Richard, to answer your question, if we plays the game one way, no, you just be basically each card you get right, you're getting another dime period. But if he does it the other way, once you get past the second, like the 4th card, and you get to the next level, then it could start doubling it if he wanted to do that, yes.
So yeah, so if we decide to go that route, well, some more dimes here. Getting low on my mercs. I need to stop giving out mercs.
But if anybody else out there has some good ideas, it's kind of what we're looking for. What would anybody like to play? Something other than a bingo to help fill in some more weekends, start having a little extra hangout and something else fun to play.
Yep, that's the plan. And yeah, I mean, you got plenty of people that do duck races and all that, and I just like the old fashioned do it by hand. So that's why I do the bingo like I do, using an actual bingo cage.
Yep.
It's not all electronic, it's not all fancy or anything like that, but it does its thing. Hey, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, I enjoyed, I think, a lot better than say some if you just put a little computer screen bingo deal up there.
Well, I've mentioned this before, is when you're playing the online version of bingo, I mean, so everyone's so focused on the board that they're forgetting about engaging each other in the chat, and I don't want that. I want people to be able to have a conversation while we're playing. So if you can pause the game, but like perfect example when we did bingo, and Sal came on for a little bit, and we were picking on about doing the push-ups with the bingo balls. Yeah. And I had the balls up and I was doing the push-ups. And we could stop and have a laugh and just talk about stuff. Just to have that. What's the word I'm looking for? Just that lack of a better word, I guess, freedom to be able just to, play a couple of balls. Hey, let's go razz Sal for a little. We'll razz Donald, or Donald can razz me about spinning balls, and we have a good laugh, and we just keep playing. When I don't have to stop the actual game. Just, hey, I spin a ball and I hold the ball here, and we play that number, and If we have a couple of laps along the way, then I'll hold that ball for a little bit and I'll put it over there on the master board, and then we go to the next ball. But it's a little bit more holistic, I guess, lack of a better word. Holistic.
Yeah, I think it's funner. Yeah, and I would say, I've seen Texas Joe playing bingo. He gets pretty lucky on those computer generated ones,
Yeah.
And what was that? Heather? Let's see, go back here. Yeah, Heather, we're not going to stop playing the bingo, that's for sure. She says she likes playing the bingo too. Absolutely. It's fun.
So yeah, but we are looking at doing something else on a different Saturday night. So that's what this is about. What's in front of this evening.
Yeah. I mean, we do bingo, once a month now, so that basically leaves 3 Saturdays open that potentially start filling in with something else, right?
Right. So
if people are interested in hanging out more,
Well, I did that poll a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, asking 5 questions about bingo night, and I got some good responses. And they definitely, the majority of the people that voted like the Saturday night. The majority of the people that voted like the time that we start, which is 6 p.m. They like that. What was the other question? Or how long should we play? Or how many games should we play? I think the number was like 6 games a night, or during the bingo night. And then how long we should play. Someone put, I think it was like 1 hour. Like, there's no way we can play 6 games in 1 hour.
Right.
That'd be like super fast.
Yeah.
So it would be 6 games. Knowing that our games take about 20 minutes times 6. Do the math. Of course, have a little bit of wiggle room to work with, right? So maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that.
Oh yeah. Did anybody say they would like to do the bingo maybe twice a month instead of once?
It was. I'll have to look at. That was the other questions. How often?
Was it?
And I don't remember what that one. Was now. I'll have to look at it. But it was. I want to say it's every 2 weeks. So, but if we come up with other ideas, we can do like bingo on the first Saturday, Silver Card Sharks on the second Saturday, figure out something to do with the die here, play yacht, I don't know, do something with the die here on the third Saturday, and then, I don't know, we'll go from there.
Yeah. Let's see. Heather says, HoosierStacker, did you see West Coast do the match game? I think you could have like 2 contestants battle questions to match the panel. Maybe the person win so many in a row wins something.
Oh, that was a couple weeks back when they did the match game deal. I don't think I was actually on that show that evening. I was busy. I do remember hearing about it though, but I didn't actually see it. It'd definitely be isolated to like 2 or 3 players, right?
I'm not sure what. I want to say I seen part of that, but it's not really popping in my head, so I may not have.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about it, but I wasn't on that show that night. I can't remember what I was doing, but I do remember hearing something about it. I don't know how well it went. I never did ask the guys, so I never did ask them. So I guess I'll have to ask them about that. But yeah, I mean, it's still going to be a 2-player, 2 contestant, thing. And I suppose we could actually, now when we're doing like SilverStacker or bingo, I suppose each person playing either the red deck or the blue deck could come up to the panel, or they go into the chat and they type in. Everyone ask everyone if they want to go higher or lower. But that would get. I think that would get confusing after a while, because you have so many people and you have to figure out how many people said high, how many people said low.
I like Donald in New Mexico's question is, when does the Hoosiers Gals calendar come out?
Well, let's wait for Sal's to be successful, which I think it's going to be. It's going to take a couple of years, but I think his show or his calendar is going to be really popular. I think he started something there. We just got to break the ice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. The Hoosier calendar. Hoosier gals. There you go. Hoosier gals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
I don't mind soliciting. Maybe make a game out of it. I don't know. So yeah, let me think about, let's see how we do this. So back to this real quick here. So we got three tiers. Actually, the bonus round is 3 tiers. The playoff rounds is only 1 tier. So let's do this. So when we play, so we do the Card Shark game had three rounds, and whoever got the most rounds went on to the bonus round. I do remember that. So
have a good night, Miss Kondo.
Good night, Miss Kondo. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. So say if we just use dimes, so we go the first level, you know, they hit all their cards, they get 40 cents. The 40 cents rolls up to the next level, so they get 40 cents plus the next dime, so they have 50 cents to wager with. So let's say I double this, so they get all 4 of their cards, they get 8 dimes. So now they have 80 cents plus the next dime, 90 cents to wager with. So if they get all 4 of these dimes, then I double it again. That's 80 plus another 8. Is that correct? So $1.60 at that point. Is that right? Am I doing the math right?
I was reading Love Button's comment there and thinking about that. So
about the thong, or
well, that's in the back of my mind too.
Oh, okay.
She's mentioning Who's Your Daddy's gals, so I didn't know if she
Who's Your Daddy gals
to be the first one, or
Who's Your Daddy gals. That'd be cool.
That's a good idea.
That'd be cool. So the contestant wins the first level, and the 40 cents rolls up to the next level. If I double that, they get 80 cents, then they play for these 4. If they hit all 4 of these, so yeah, it is $1.60. So let's be 80. The top level, which would be the big bet, the top tier level would be $1.60, and at the $1.60 level, or the third tier level, there's only 2 cards. And if you go high and the card is high, then you win $1.60. Yeah. If you don't want to wager $1.60, if you get like a middle card, you don't want to wager $1.60, then if you go low and the card is high, then you lose whatever you wager and you get whatever's in the bank. But if you win, if you go all in with $1.60, then you get $1.60.
Yeah, sounds good. I think Barbara, you'd be second. How's that, Barbara? Donald said he's going to send in some quarters for you to play with. Hoosier, how's that? Next game.
Cool. Quarters get expensive. I thought about just keeping it low on the dime so I could afford to do this, because I don't have very many mercs left right now. I gotta get to the LCS.
Yeah.
I actually thought about doing. I actually know what I thought about doing. Still, I actually thought about doing the first level with dimes, the next level with quarters. So say these for quarters. I actually thought about doing that. So the first level, if they hit all 4 cards, they get 40 cents. The next level, if they hit all 4 cards, they get $1. That's $1.40 right there in 2 levels.
Yeah, that'd be
$1.40 goes.
Cool, actually.
$1.40 goes up to the mega event thing. They already have 1 troy ounce, so at this point they could either stop and take the $1.40 at this point, or they can wager $1.40 for the next card. So if we went that route, they could actually get probably almost $5, $4 in face value if I use quarters.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. That's what, $100. $5 face is like, or $50. I don't know. I think a $10 face right now is I want to say is 21x right now. So
I haven't even looked to lately, to be honest with you.
I knew it was a pyramid scheme. So yeah, the bonus round is just that. You start with the first level, then you go to the next level, and the wagers go up, and then the top level you get 2 positions on the top level. So whatever you earn here moves up to the next level. Whatever you earn here moves up to the 3rd level, and then you decide how much of this you want to wager for whatever's underneath this card here. So definitely work in progress.
Yep, something to think about.
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have you, HVAC, and I on here. We need to do a play game, just to work out the bugs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we can dry run it a couple times with everyone watching. So if there's any questions, we'd be able to answer it, or if we come across something or someone notices something that might make it better, or might say, "Hey, you forgot to do this, guys," then we can say, "Oh yeah, we need to do that."
Yeah, we'll need Barbara, Love, and Donald in there to help shake it down, I think.
That's right. That's right. So
I got some pretty good suggestions.
So yeah,
I just want to know if I get to keep my winnings next time.
It's rigged. It's rigged. So my another thing, the bingo box is now empty. The bingo box that we've been using for giveaways is now empty. So I have another box here. Got an idea with this that we've been talking about. I've transferred what was left in that box into these little pouches numbered 1 through 12. So for our weekly show giveaways, we're going to continue doing wheel names, but now you don't know what you. Instead of me trying to figure out what to give you, you just choose a number and you get whatever's in the envelope, or you donate it to the Mega Gall, which is still going on here. And we got to thinking about the Mega Gall box, how we're going to give this away, or who's going to be eligible to get this Mega Gall box. To make it fair for the people who have donated into this Mega Gall box, the box will only be people who have donated into the box will be the only people eligible to play for the box. That's only fair, because we all know there's people out here that just goes from channel to channel to channel. They don't hang out. They don't participate. They just come in looking for the giveaways, and they're gone like the wind. I want to try to not do that, and I think the best way to do that would be to provide the people who are, I don't want to say loyal because that sounds cheesy, but the people who are committed. So the people who are loyal to the channel, like, Still here and HVAC and Barbara and Donald and Love Button and Richard Metcalf, and a lot of people that come onto the show regularly. And if they donate into this box, either by winning something or by going ahead and just sending me some donations, whichever, those are it's going to be those people that will be eligible to win this Mega Gall box. Now, we still don't know how we're going to give this away yet, but as you can see, the people who have donated, I have been keeping track of, because, and I did that originally just to provide thanks and provide support for the people who have donated. But then I got to thinking about, and the reason why I got to thinking about this, and HVAC mentioned it, which I completely forgot about. I remember seeing some people on some of the channels that just go from channel to channel to channel, just looking for giveaways. That's not loyalty to the channel, or that's not supporting that channel or the people of that channel. That's just them being greedy. I don't want to do that. So people who, true to the, that's true. So people who donate to the Mega Gall, so either they win something in our weekly game, our show, or if they win something during HoosierStacker bingo, we always ask the question, do you want to donate to the Mega God box? If you say yes, you get a pink slip with your name on it, and I put it onto your winning, and I add it to the Mega God box to show that you have donated. So we have that. If you guys just want to donate stuff to the channel, you can do that just the same. That'd be cool. And then if you decide, you keep it easier and just donate, donate tips through the Stream Elements or the StreamLabs, whichever link there. If you just want to donate fiat or cash, then I can take that cash and I go to the LCS, pick up some more shinies, and it goes right into the box. So, like I said earlier, anything that comes into this channel goes right back out to the community.
Yeah, I like that. It'd be somebody that's here, that plays the games, hangs out with everybody, chit chats, maybe puts some winning in there that they probably won from bingo, and then get to play. I think that's a pretty good idea myself.
Well, I'm also thinking, the more people, the more a person donates, the higher, they get more chances to win the Mega Golf. So, like for example, Don in New Mexico has donated 3 times now. Yep. So he donated these 2 silver rounds, and this here was actually won by Love Button. So she gifted it Don. Don also throw into the Mega Golf. So Love Button is on the donation wheel. And Scott loves YouTube. So basically, anyone that donates to the Mega Golf will go into will be eligible to win the Mega Golf box.
Yeah. And let's see. Club Button had a question for you. She's asking, what's a fair price to buy constitutional silver, so that she's only bought bullion before?
Fair price. The going price right now, the last I heard, was 21x. Silver Dragons just purchased some halves. He just put a video out, 21x, which is basically meaning $1 face value of whatever. $1 face value of dimes is going for $21. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have 2 halves and 4 dimes, that's $1.40 face value, $21. That's my understanding. That's the going rate right now. It's 21x, so $21 for a face value of whatever. Of course, that is purely constitutional. That does not take into consideration the numismatic values of whatever. That is strictly bargain bin, constitutional. That is available. That is available.
Yep, generic George Washingtons or Rosie Dimes, what have you, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't kept up lately. I've been buying long-term food here the last month or so instead of silver myself. But last time I bought it was $20 for $1 face value.
Yeah, someone actually came to me about 2 months ago asking, is $19 for a $1 face of whatever it was a good deal? I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah, $19 for $1.40. Hell yeah, jump on that. Or not $1.40. It's an actual dollar. I'm sorry, my bad. An actual dollar face value. So 10 dimes is worth 21x, or 4 quarters 21x. So I had $1.40 in my brain because $1.40 equals 1 troy ounce of constitutional. Yep. Mm-hmm. So the $1 face value is 21x. So, but yeah, they came to me and said is the $19 good for, I can't remember what it was that they were offered. I'm like, yeah, jump on it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
$21, I don't like that much. I guess I'm just stuck on 20. If it's higher than 20, I'm going to be looking elsewhere. Look at doing something else.
Yeah, but then you have the old timers that used to get it for like $5, 5x back in those days, and they thought 6x was stupid expensive. So
yeah, I know. I'm kind of one of them. I'm at the $20 mark. If it's above that, I'm like, I'm gonna buy a Morgan or a Peace dollar if it's just regular constitutionals up that high. I don't know. I'm kind of like a stick in the mud sometimes on that, but $20 is high, or yeah, $20 for a dollar face just feels high to me, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the highest I would want to anyway.
Yeah, I'm still learning the X value of stuff. So if my numbers are wrong, guys, I apologize. But my understanding is a dollar face value of whatever. Now we're talking silver, obviously, 90% constitutional, not 80, not 40, actual 90% constitutional. If you have a dollar face of 9% constitutional, the going price for that is 21x or $21. That's where that comes from.
Yep. Now, just like if these were 290s, these actually happen to be 40% others that I'm going to send to you for giveaways here on my desk. But, you know, if I bought 90%ers, you know, 64s or older, 2 of these, which would be a dollar face value, I'd pay $20 for, right? So that's 20 times the face value, 20 extra, right?
Yep. And if you think about, at least with my LCS, the last time I looked at bargain bin halves, they were going for $12. So at the time it was 24x.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was expensive back then. That wasn't too long ago. It's came down a little bit since then, but you know, Dragons was able to get his constitutional requirement. He just got it. He just showed on the video. He got it for 21x. So
Really?
pretty good. Yep.
Yeah,
So I think 21 is a pretty good deal right now.
I think I got lucky when last time I purchased some. They had a big bin. I had walkers, Benjis. I even got barbers and a couple. I think they were 64, really nice looking 64. And I paid $20 per dollar for all of it. Didn't matter what it was. It just said, you know, they're all the same price. I was like, wow, really? So I got barbers, Benjis, and walkers for the same price as a Kennedy, you know?
Yeah, and then you have some really good deals like HVAC's connection there in Atlanta where he can get constitutional for spot.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
incredible. You know?
Yeah, it is. It doesn't happen very often, but it happens.
No,
Which is funny considering that, you know, it's getting harder to come across spot deals these days.
Yeah.
Hey man, Sojo. So yeah, it's getting hard. I mean, just last year the big box stores were having spot deals. Yeah, I haven't seen any spot deals at all here of late.
No, I haven't seen one. I've never got it for spots. So. Tells you I've never seen it, or I would have.
I think the last spot deal I saw was a 10-ounce bar through. I think it may have been Apmex. It was a 10-ounce bar through someone at spot, but that was like what, March, February, something like that. It was a while back.
Yeah.
Now I think
Minnesota Joe says his is at 22 times for junk right now.
Yeah, see, I don't know what the comfort level is for constitutional is right now. 22x sounds like a good deal, so does 21x, but you know, it's all about supply and demand at this point. I mean, I haven't been to my LCS for a couple months now, and then of course I got my beer flu, so I haven't been able to do anything financially the last couple of weeks. So last time I checked with them, the dimes were going for like $3 a piece, which is like more or less 30x. You know?
Golly, yeah.
That was 30x for dimes. I'm like, ugh. So I'm like, no, thank you.
I think it's been a few months since I've been to my LCS, which I told you, you know, they shut down on the weekends, I guess because of COVID, and plus they were redoing the main street that goes down right in front of their store, so
shut them down because of that.
Closed it down, you know.
Yeah.
Where you couldn't even hardly get to their store, so they shut down on the weekend. So I hadn't been in there, and then you know, me changing jobs, I haven't even thought about going back. So now I'm getting to the point I'm ready to go back and see if they're open again. Plus, I work pretty close now out there by the Silvertown Mint, so I'm actually
yeah.
was thinking about swinging up into Silvertown Mint after work one day and see what they got, but
I thought they were in northern Indiana. Not the
no.
case? Oh. I thought they were. Oh, okay. I thought they were outside of Rensselaer, which is far northwestern Indiana, in almost Chicagoland area. All right.
They're, I believe, in Winchester, Indiana, which is basically straight east of Indianapolis, just north of 70.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lou. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I had Rensselaer on the brain for their location, which is, that place, Winchester's a whole heck of a lot closer than Rensselaer.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much go by there every day then if you want to. Huh?
Well, it's about 40 minutes away from my work.
Oh, okay.
It's not on my way home either. It's, but, I can still make it there every day if I wanted to. They don't have that much there though, so it's not, like the best place to go, I would say,
They don't keep a whole lot in a retail area or anything like that.
I mean, they do have some stuff there. It's just not as much as like I was thinking it was going to be. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But they did have a good mix of stuff that they were currently producing. They just have samples out basically in the showroom. And what really surprised me was they had, I guess, people can walk in off the street and sell them silver and jewelry, which I thought was pretty interesting. So they actually had quite a bit of like buffalo nickels, and they had some constitutional there. Not very much, but they did have some. They had.
So they just don't sell their product. They also sell other stuff too. Then, huh?
Correct. Yep. I mean, there was people selling their silver while I was there buying. They just bring them in, they'll look it over and give you a price for them. And they actually did the same thing with jewelry. So they had somebody there that buys jewelry as well, and they were looking at the diamonds or what have you they had. But it was pretty cool, So I guess people sold them all these, these buffaloes right here on my desk came from Silvertown, so I was able to pick up some buffaloes from them, and I actually got a really nice Morgan and Peace dollar. So I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. It just, they didn't have as much as their merchandise, like I guess, as I thought they would have on display,
that's what I thought would have been the case. They would have been, exclusive their stuff just to sell their stuff. Right. I mean, I don't know what size of showroom they would have had, but they have a pretty good selection of stuff. But I'm sure like most product, it comes and goes. They cycle through it.
Yeah, they do. And then what was interesting is if you pull up their website, they actually had quite a bit of Morgans and Peace dollars, just to use them for an example, that they didn't have out in their showroom, but they're like back in the warehouse, So, well, that doesn't do me any good. I want to look at them, But they have pictures of stuff that's on their website and you could order it. And I actually left out of there without, what was it? I can't remember. I think I left the Morgan there, and it kept in the back of my mind, just like, I want that one. And I ended up calling them the next day, and I just had them ship it to me, So they even do shipping. Pretty cool.
I think something like going to Silvertown would be like one of those things you just go through, maybe check it out maybe once or twice a year or something like that, just to say that you've been there and just to take it in. Do they offer tours of their actual mint area? No,
and that's what the funny part was is when I went first, I pulled it up online and went to the address it gave me, and it took me to the actual mint. And I didn't know there's two separate locations. The showroom's one separate location and the mint's another location. So I ended up going to the mint. I was like, wow, this doesn't look anything like, you would think a showroom to go into or nothing. and they had the garage doors open to the men area, so you could see workers standing there actually making, whatever they were making that day. I couldn't see, but standing right there in front of the presses and whatnot. And I went up to the door, and they had security, and the door was locked. And security guard came to the door. I think it was actually like a sheriff off duty or what have you. But I said, "Yeah, I'm here to see the showroom or whatever." I said, and he said, "Oh, you're at the wrong location. It's down the street." So I ended up having to go a few blocks over.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, the Mint's in a separate location than the showroom, so it's kind of weird, but didn't get to actually do anything in the Mint itself or get to see anything. So
did they? So they didn't like tackle you to the ground or anything like that?
No, but they did have, like I said, an armed security guard. I believe it was a sheriff, because they had a sheriff guard, but you know how they just kind of off duty, probably hire them for security and whatnot. But no, it was definitely, they kept it locked and all that good stuff.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely, if you're in the area, check it out type of thing,
Oh, absolutely.
It's like down here, if you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, you gotta check out Churchill Downs, you gotta check out the Louisville Slugger Museum. Those are the staples when it comes to the tourism side of things down here.
Yeah.
Or you got you gotta check out all the bourbon distilleries. That's not only inside of Louisville itself, but you also have all sorts of other distilleries outside of Louisville. But only in Louisville, not in Indiana, or all over there in Louisville, because that's where the limestone is that makes the bourbon the best. That's what they say makes the difference between Kentucky bourbon and all other bourbons, is the limestone that they use, or that they, I don't know the jargon, but it's the limestone, I guess, is what mineralized the water that makes it better than all of the bourbon. That's what it is. The minerals of the water is best in Kentucky because of the limestone, and you're not going to get that anywhere else. Yep. But I'm sure if you go to Tennessee, I'm sure they're going to say same thing in Tennessee. Well, Kentucky bourbon sucks. Tennessee's better because it's blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So
yeah, you're right. That's a big touristry into what is that? I forget the name they called it, but they have some type of a bourbon.
It's called the Bourbon Trail.
Yeah, thank you. That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah, the Bourbon Trail.
I used to work with went on that thing about every year, like twice a year sometimes, and he would go to all these different bourbon places down there, and he quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I haven't been on the trail. I've went past the distilleries before, but I've never been to the distillery or been on the trail. But it's definitely a tourism thing. I mean, when you have, Pop's Reserve, if anyone knows what Pop's Reserve is, or something, not Pop's, Pappy Van Winkle bourbon is so expensive that, and I actually found it at Myrtle Beach a couple years back, a shot of Pappy Van Winkle bourbon, $200 for a shot.
Really?
Oh yeah. The Pappy Van Winkle bourbon is something that they actually use lottery for to determine who's going to win it, who's going to take bourbon home. They produce it once a year for a very limited amount of time, and the bottles, or I'm assuming bottles, that the way it is distributed is based off of a lottery, and people sign up months in advance for this lottery to get some Pappies, because again, when a shot costs $200, and apparently it must be good, or a lot of gullible people are out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I've never had it, and that's probably why. But I've been to some places here around Indy that it's like, man, what was that? $50 for a shot of double barreled this or that. It's like, holy mackerel! I couldn't imagine that Pappy Van Winkle stuff.
Well, I can't remember what the going price is for a bottle of Pappies, but probably, who knows how much it is. I mean, if it was $200 a shot, do the math, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, it is definitely something that is revered around here, and I don't know what's so special about it compared to all the other bourbons, but apparently it's got something special for it to be $200 a shot, and they have to have a lottery. But then you got all the other Kentucky bourbon distilleries around here. You have your Wild Eagle, you have your Maker's Mark, you have your there's so many. Angel's Envy is actually distilled inside of Louisville, Kentucky. I actually drive past that place every day going to work.
Really? I've had that one time, and that is a really good, smooth, mellow bourbon.
Yep, Mrs. Hoosier loves Angel's Envy. She can drink that pretty good. And then, there's even some other distilleries I had no idea even existed that people that have lived here locally all their lives know about. And my previous boss, she actually would go to these, I guess, hole-in-the-wall distilleries, and they had stuff that was even better than probably Pappy's. I don't know, but they're so small. They're such a small footprint. No one knows about them except for locals, and I guess they have some pretty good stuff. So she would go there and get a bottle of bourbon that you don't see in your common marketplace as gifts for whoever. So there are those offshoot distilleries that you don't know about unless you live in the area, which I don't know of any myself. But I've only been down here for 12 years or 8 years, so I'm still relatively new to the area.
Right.
All right, let's go ahead, wrap up this show. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway here, and then
Heather
we're going to
did,
go ahead and call
say,
it.
by the way, that she sent an email about some info and trivia game idea.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
Heather.
Thanks, Heather. We'll check it out. Yep, definitely. If there's anyone out here that has any suggestions for Saturday night game night, let us know. Obviously, we all know about HoosierStacker Bingo, which is the first Saturday of the month. But we're always interested in looking for other opportunities to play games on the other Saturdays of the month. And I've mentioned this before. The reason why I started doing this is I'm trying to find stuff to do for the mega event, the 31-hour event, because it's going to be a long day that day. If I start in Eastern Europe, which is where Austrians, well, he's more mid Europe, but if I start in Eastern Europe, which is where Finland's time zone is, where Bulgaria is, South Africa is on that time zone, which is where Silver Frantic lives. And we all know who Silver Frantic is. If I want to be able to go to each time zones at 7 p.m. on that time zone to start a show, and I'm hoping to really get a lot of people engaged. HoosierStacker, I've reached out to him a couple of days ago. He wants to help, so I get to know the area using a couple other stackers. The EU stacker community over there in Europe is a massive community of people.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of people out there that I know of, but they're not subscribed, or I see them on HoosierStacker's show every Sunday, I think it is. There's lots of people over there in EU that come in every Sunday. Then we just chase the sun from there. So we start 2 hours before UTC, which is basically where Finland is, Bulgaria, South Africa. And then 1 hour before UTC is mainly the middle of Europe, which is where Austria and Germany and Italy, France, all those countries. That section of Europe is on 1 hour UTC, and then the UK is UTC. UK itself is UTC. And then we just chase the sun from there. So I'm thinking if I start 2 hours before UTC, which is like 12 p.m. locally, it'll be 7 p.m. over there, and we just chase the sun from 7 p.m. over there all the way around the world, all the way back to 7 p.m. Eastern the next day.
Yeah.
Sounds crazy, but it's something I've been thinking.
Yeah, as long as you got some people over there that are local, and they have people that are from those countries and time zones, jump on and be able to conversate with other people around the world. That'd be pretty cool.
Yep. Excuse me. So yeah, and when I reached out to HoosierStacker, he's like, absolutely. He's like, absolutely, I will help you. I said, well, I wasn't sure about the language barrier. He's like, most of the people in Europe speak English.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's going to make it a lot more enjoyable, because I was thinking, if I need to find someone that's very fluent, or their native language is German, to help us translate people coming in into the show, because I don't know German. He knows German.
Yeah.
And then I also reached out to can't remember who it was over there in Japan.
Hey, Titus.
It could have been Ken. I don't remember now. But anyway, I reached out to someone over there in Japan about doing the same thing, looking for local help for to help us drum up business, or drum up, I don't want to say business, drum up attention in that immediate region. And if we need a translator, I know Ken, I'm pretty sure it may have been Ken, I know Ken knows like 13 languages, and they're not all Asian Pacific too.
Yeah. Wow. I hardly know English language, let alone anything else.
Yeah, I think Ken said he knows 13 or 15 languages, something like that.
Wow.
I have a feeling that most of them are in Asia Pacific, though.
I imagine.
So there's I'm pretty sure it was Ken, but yeah, there's Ken. Now here's what the funny thing: as we travel across the world, if I start, and here's another reason why I want to start in 2 hours plus UTC. Or UTC plus 2 hours, which is Finland and South Africa, is I don't know of any stackers east of there, which basically means it's Russia. I'm sure there's all sorts of stackers in the Middle East, but I don't think they treat gold in the Middle East like we treat gold over here. So for them, I don't think it's that big of a deal for them. Now, I know one stacker that lives in the United Arab Emirates. Anonymous Stacker. I haven't seen him for a while now, but Anonymous is over there in the UAE. And I thought maybe I could start in the UAE, but it's just the one stacker that I'm aware of over there. So I decided to save myself 2 hours, 3 hours by moving up to Finland and South Africa, and then chase the sun from there. All right, enough about that. Let's go ahead and get this giveaway going and kick everyone out here to the curb. I'm going to go ahead and do a wheel of names. Actually, you know what? I'm too lazy to do that tonight. I'm just going to do a pick a number. And I'm just going to write it down, and I'm going to have you guys pick a number between. Looks like I got 9 watching now. I have a feeling Rob Fines and Dragons is on now. So I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 15. Put in chat as soon as you see it in chat. One guess only. Between 1 and 15. Here you go.
Yeah, and congratulations, Donald and Chad, by the way. That's awesome.
512 days. Ah, cool. Very nice. One guess only. And I don't see it yet. Anyone else out here? Go ahead and put your guess in. One guess only. I got the number right here. Do not see it. We'll give you guys another 15 seconds. And we'll do a round 2. I saw it try again there. I saw you picked up some BU halves. That's very, very nice. Or how much do you say you picked him up for? Try again. Are you still here?
I've seen that a while back. What was that?
I was like, I don't know. $1 for your face. No, that's not it. Nothing else.
I thought it said like 22 or something.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good deal. Yeah. All right. Do not see the number. Let's go round 2. One guess only. between 1 and 15 and go.
21 times, he says. 21 times.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's a good deal, but it's better than 30x.
Probably your average today, I would say, you know. That's what it sounds like anyways.
All right, we got a winner. Go ahead and stop. We have a winner. Sorry, I'm not 100%, guys. My apologies. Got a winner, chicken dinner. Go ahead and stop. And it's actually 2 people guess a number. I'm going by my chat, and it is Gilbert Rogers with 11.
Gilbert Rogers.
Gilbert Rogers with 11, if you can see it. There it is, 11. Congratulations, Gilbert. You were the first one to choose 11. Chad Brockman chose number 11 right after you. And then Lou chose 11 after Chad. So that's how it played out on my chat. So congrats, Gilbert Rogers. So now you have to pick another number between 1 and 12. Pick another number from 1 to 12. And I didn't realize I only had like 12 coins left. I'm gonna have to stock up. Eventually, hopefully I can start stocking up here. And once I get past all the financial stuff here lately. Gilbert wants number 11. Excuse me. Number 11. So here's a question for you, Gilbert. Do you want to see what this is and decide if you want it, or do you want to mystery gall it to the Mega God box, or do you want me to just go ahead and just mail it to you without knowing what it is? It's up to you. How you want me to do it? I can open. I didn't sell it, so we can open it if you want to see what it is, and then you can decide you want it or gall it. It's up to you.
Decisions.
Number 11 for winning number 11. That's convenient. Show me, please. All right, I can do that. Number 11 is 1961 Benji. Wow. Benji, you know I love my Benjis. 1961 Benji. Do you want, or do you want me to add it?
I'm starting to appreciate him more. Let me say that.
Oh yeah. Show me, please. So do you want it, or do you want me to add to the Mega Gall boxer, Gilbert? And then of course you'll be eligible if you donate, or for anyone out here who wants to donate, or if they want to donate any winnings to the Mega God box, you'll be eligible to win the Mega God box. Yeah, I gotta have that.
I can't blame you there, Gilbert.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. It's a very nice looking coin too.
Oh,
So at $12.95, that tells you what? Still, that means that when I got this Benji, spot was basically 12x.
Huh. Well, what date is that?
Not 12x. 23x. 1961. Now it is graded MS63. I don't know if that's worth anything or not. So it is MS63.
Well, yeah, that's just your coin.
But that's not a slab grade. That's just I don't know. That's just the LCS grade.
Yeah, it's just their opinion on it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Which they see a lot of coins, you know. But, yeah. Let me see. Right. What year did you say that was again?
1961.
1961. Let's see here. 1961. 37. Well, is it a?
Mint mark.
No mint mark.
Mint mark's on the back side of these guys, right? Underneath the bell.
Under the bell, yeah.
I see no mint mark. So Philly.
So just a 1961 Philly, 37,036,000.
Just 37 million?
Yep. Well, I mean, when you look at the one right below it, which is the 61D, they made 83 million on that one.
Yeesh.
So I'd say that's maybe why that one's maybe possibly a little bit more. It's half of what some of them are,
All righty.
Not bad at all.
There you go, Gilbert. I will send this to you. I can't remember if I got your mailing address. I don't think I do. So email me, HoosierStacker@gmail.com, and in the next 30 days to claim your prize. And I always have to disclaim the time period on it because I've known people that has allowed other channels who put out donations to linger for 60 and 80 days. It's like I ain't doing that. So I always say 30 days from the day of win. If you want it, let me know. Email me your mailing address to HoosierStacker@gmail.com, and I will get it out the door next week. Yep.
I like the Walkers also. Try again. I like the Barbers even more, and those are all beat up as well. But hey, they are what they are. Still look good.
And like I said, for anyone out here who wants to donate, please, you can either tip me through the links on the page or in the chat, or you can send me shinee'ees to my mailing address, which is in my About tab on my page. I would appreciate it. And like I said, anything that you donate goes right back into the Mega God box. So I want this box to be busting at the seams when we get done, once we figure out how we're going to give it away. But at least now we know that only people who donate into the box are eligible to win the box, which is only right. And there's no limit if you if you donate 10 different times, it has to be, somewhat decent. Come on, guys, don't send me a bunch of 10 times. make it right. Come on. But if you want to donate 4 or 5 times, I don't know, maybe a couple halves. I don't know, however you guys want to play it. I will throw into the Mega God box, and then you'll be eligible to win it back, along with all the other stuff that's in the box. I think I counted this up a couple of days ago. I think I got about $50 face value so far in here. I don't know how much weight I have. Well, no, I actually got more like $70 because Richard Metcalf donated this this maple.
Yeah. Wow.
So, I mean, that there alone is what, $33 last time I checked.
Probably, yep. Easy.
So that's $33. If you have all the other stuff, there's probably about $75, $80 in there so far. So
what are you thinking, Hoos? About the end of the year, maybe get rid of that?
I just don't know yet. I mean, I love to see this box get full first, but at the same time, I don't want people waiting forever either. So
yeah,
what would be a good timeline for us to give this away? I guess that'd be a good question for the chat, especially for the people who have donated. How long are you guys willing to wait for this box?
Right.
Because it's going to be something that one of you guys out here will win. So how long are you willing to wait to win?
Yeah, we got another month and a half or so, right to the end of the year. So
it's actually, Donald, an $86 box, because the box itself, whoever wins this will get this box along with the shinee'ees inside of it. So it's actually an $86 box. First of the year play Blackout. I don't follow you on that one, Donald.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I've been thinking, you're talking about the bingo Saturday was what, January 1st?
Mm-hmm.
Might be a good day to do the giveaway on that mega box,
On New Year's Day.
Hey, why not?
Since especially if we decide to postpone the bingo until the following Saturday. Donald, Blackout bingo, I guess I don't follow you on that one, buddy.
Blackout bingo, huh?
I thought maybe he was talking about Blackout the game, but I don't remember Blackout. I think there was a game called
Blackout bingo.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. We'll split it. Well, I mean, so Heather, how are you going to split it if you win it? You going to keep half and give the other half back, or? How would you? That's a good question. How would you handle what's the contents of this box if you won it? What would you do with it? And you could melt it if you want to. It would be your box.
Trying to look up blackout bingo. I'm just seeing a bunch of.
Gotcha. You fill out your entire. You fill out your entire card. All other 12 in chat. Fill out all 10 numbers. Well, see, what's funny about that is we did that on the last game this past Saturday, and it wasn't any longer than a regular bingo game.
No.
It was about the same amount of time, wasn't it? Felt like it was about the same amount of time.
Yeah, I forget how many. What was that? 25 minutes or so? 27 maybe, somewhere around there.
Something like that.
Yeah, wasn't too bad. Half you guys fight for the other half.
Cage match.
Faster blackout? Yeah, I think so, Heather. It went faster than we thought it was going to, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be another, 10 or 15 minutes longer, but no, it was...
Absolutely.
Yeah, it did not go as long as I thought it would. But, the previous month we did a 3-number bingo, and it took longer than a 5-number bingo. So
right.
That was crazy too. So I don't know. We'll have, if you guys, just like everything else, this channel I founded for everyone out here, so it's your channel. So I'm just a vehicle of driving. I'm just a driver of the vehicle, I guess. So if there's anything out here that you would like to see in this channel, please let us know. Email us. You can bring it up in discussion in chat one sometime. You can come up to the panel, whichever, and we can discuss it. And then if it's something that needs to be thought through, then yeah, definitely email us. But this channel has always been for the community. That's why I found this channel. So.
Barbara and Heather are talking games my speed now. Tic-tac-toe and Uno.
I thought about Uno. I actually thought about Uno, but how would we play Uno online? Because you would have to trust the other players that they're not cheating on you by swapping cards around in the background.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now that being said, if you have the regular host of people come onto the show to play, then you build that trust, right? But yeah, how would you play? Like that's why we do the 10-number 10th position bingo, because I know your 10 numbers, you know your 10 numbers, so there's no chance of someone trying to sneak one under the radar type of thing.
Yeah.
That's why Yahtzee would be excellent, but I would then have to trust each person playing Yahtzee to roll out the die and accurately and honestly give us the numbers or the pairs, or like if you get like a 3 of a kind or in this case, full house with 2 6s and 3 2s, full house.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to. How do you play something that you have to depend on someone else to roll out the numbers for you? So.
Barbara's evidently wanting to come up on panel, so she could do that.
So yeah, we definitely got some work cut out in front of us to learn how to put the silver card sharks together, and I'm trying to find a name for it. Whammy silver card sharks, or silver card sharks whammy, or something like that. We got to put the word whammy in there because I'm going to sneak in the whammy cards, the whammy cards. So you have like $1.60 face, and then you turn over the last card and it's a black card. You lose all of it except the dime. That would be one of those. Oh, that's person getting kicked in the gonads.
No, Donald, I think you'd be incorrect, sir. There would have to be some malicious something going on in that game.
Yeah, rotate positions. I don't know. Definitely something that I think all of us could partake in and looking, thinking of something that we can all enjoy and we can all contribute to for these game nights. Because I think by having everyone out here, and when I say everyone, I say everyone, as in the regulars that come onto the channel here. So thank you for that. So your Barbers, your Heathers, your Donalds, your Tries, your when she's around, her Love Buttons, her Terry, all the regulars that come out here almost every week. I thank you for that. So I think if we can get together and really get our heads wrapped around a good idea for three more ideas for game nights each, and then figure out which Saturday we do it. So like, first Saturday, Silver Stacker Bingo. Second Saturday, Silver Card Sharks. Third Saturday, so on and so forth. So,
oh, Heather.
YouTube hates everyone, but Scott loves YouTube, and Scott loves you too.
Yeah, y'all out there are definitely what makes this fun. So appreciate y'all stopping by and hanging out.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and call it. But yeah, definitely some food for thought for anyone out here who wants to make the channel, again, your channel better. And by having more and more games, more and more different types of games, I think if we change it up, it's going to bring more interest into the channel, more interest into the shows, more people, obviously. And hopefully, in the long run, more shinies to give right back out to the community.
Yeah, I think some of them are going to have to come up on the panel and do some of their ideas they're talking about. That sounds like a plan.
Yep. Best chat ever. All right, let's get on out here. Steel Ringer, thank you very much, as always.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Appreciate everybody being here once again. Thank you all very much.
And everyone out here, have a wonderful evening as I shuffle my cards one more time. I actually had to go to Mrs. Hoosier last night and she had to remind me how to shuffle. It's been such a long time since I shuffled cards. Wow, I had to stop and remember how to shuffle the cards and then build the house afterwards. I couldn't remember how to do that. It had been such a long time.
Oh man.
And these cards are stiff, so I gotta work on that. All right, everyone, have a wonderful evening. We will see you next Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, for a Stackers gathering. It will be next Thursday, unless it's a holiday, which I don't think it is. Yeah, that's another thing. Thanksgiving's coming up too. I'll have to figure out something for Thanksgiving. Probably just postpone to Black Friday. I don't know.
Oh yes, Hangman. There you go, Barbara.
Hangman.
I love Hangman.
That we might be able to do in teams.
Yeah. I'd like to get that dang what's it called? Stream Elements to do Hangman in the chat. That would be cool.
A bot, you mean?
They do. Yes.
I bet there's a bot out there that will do that.
There is. Yep.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Yeah, but then you have to depend on the computer. I would have no problem drawing a stick figure in a post to hang them off of.
Oh, well then Barbara should do it. That's her idea. Let's have Barbara come up and then she draws the stick man next week. How's that?
There you go. All right, everyone. Sorry. All right, everyone. Have a good night, and we will see you next Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for coming by, and just keep stacking. Good night, Steel.
Good night.